What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Sports to the Wire. For those of you who are new to the show, I am your host, Rashid White. My boy, Berg Burrell, on the other side of the panel.
So
Yo,
bad.
he's with us today, man. Back in action. And, yo, as you guys can actually see with the text and title on screen, and I know we're a little late to this already, man. We're late to the party, but, better late than never. Ben Simmons suspension. Well, he's suspended for one game for conduct detrimental to the team.
To the team. Mm-hmm.
Got into some words with the good old coach Doc Rivers. And Barrett, take us off, man.
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing. We'll take us off to last year. I'm going to take us off to last year when the 76ers got eliminated by the Atlanta Hawks. We knew how bad Ben Simmons played in that closeout game. We knew how he shot 33% from the free throw line, shot 28% from the field. We knew that. It became Hacker Ben. When it came down to the strategy of the Atlanta Hawks. But what I'm getting at is everyone knew that his lack of production played a major role in them getting knocked out, getting eliminated by the Atlanta Hawks in the second round of the Eastern Conference semifinals. But did you notice how his teammates, mainly Joel Embiid, mainly Doc Rivers, threw him under the bench or threw him under the bus? They went out and said basically that we should have had more production from the point guard position. So who are you talking about? He's talking about Ben Simmons. So this whole thing went through the whole season. Then they came out days after they were eliminated and said, well, we're going to put him together with a shooting specialist. So you're still blaming him. See, it's okay for us to do it. It's okay for some of the NBA pundits to do it. But it's not okay for the head coach and the other superstar to do it. We are on the same team. We have to support one another. Now, I'm only saying this because I think this is why Ben Simmons is doing the things he's doing now. Why would I want to be a part of a team when I don't have no support? Why would I want to be a part of that?
I guess he wants superstar treatment, and Doc Rivers is not giving it to him.
And why is he not giving it to him, my brother? Why is he not giving it to him?
I don't think he's actually earned that in a sense, though, man.
Well, that's part of it. That's part of it. We also remember Brett Brown, don't we? Brett Brown babied him. Brett Brown supported this man. Brett Brown covered a lot of problems that Ben Simmons was already having. And let's not forget his first year and a half in the league, he was injured. He didn't even play. So he was still recovering from I think the ACL tear. So it's been one thing after another with Ben. Now we're at a point now where the 76ers are ascending. If they're going to challenge Milwaukee or Brooklyn for the Eastern Conference, they would have to have a healthy, well-in-tuned, involved Ben Simmons if they're going to compete. Right now, it doesn't seem that's going to head in that direction. And why? Because Ben Simmons going to put his house up for sale. He just put his house up for sale an hour ago. His $5 million mansion in New Jersey, he put up for sale. When that happens, my man is prepared to leave. He's prepared to leave. He's ready to leave. He's going to leave. So
I sent you this earlier about Ben Simmons. There was a thing on Ben Simmons. I was trying to look for the text message I actually sent you, and it shows what his frustrations are with the team, how they kind of cater more to Joel Embiid. And there's people out there saying, listen, trade Ben Simmons. And that's the thing. Should you trade Ben Simmons and build around Joel Embiid? And no, you need a point guard. This is a guard-driven league. And Joel Embiid doesn't know how to run an offense in a sense, though. He can't bring the ball up the court and
that's not his job. Exactly, that's not his job. Not his job.
They actually really need a point guard, though.
Okay, and here's the whole thing. Doc Rivers came out earlier today and said that Ben Simmons drama is muting fun of opening day for Philadelphia 76ers. So in other words, now you're blaming him for lack of fun. You're putting all the... there's a lot of drama surrounding Ben Simmons right now. And it could, affect the locker room. And if it continues
You
this
and I were
factor,
talking earlier. You were saying you have to trade him, and now Adrian
Wojnarowski.
Wojnarowski is actually saying that it's not going to. He won't be moved anytime soon because, like you said,
Yeah.
that they need a point guard for him. You know, you
And
can't
who you
just
going to
pick
get for him?
pieces apart.
Exactly. Who you going to get
Yeah,
him? Who you going to get for him?
yeah.
The only point guard that's out there right now that may be available, we know he's not. And I'm just throwing a name out there, and I've thrown him out there before. When Kyrie's name popped up, Dame Lillard. And we know he ain't going nowhere. We know he ain't gonna pull no
Yeah,
trade for that.
listen, multiple reports have indicated that Damian Lillard wants to actually stay with Portland and try to win a championship
Oh,
there.
absolutely. He's all in Portland. It's not
Yep.
gonna happen. But he's the only talent out there that you can go out and get. And he's not going nowhere. So who are you getting? Who? Who's gonna come in there and replace him?
Listen, what I like is Russell Westbrook, a swap for Russell Westbrook, and yeah, I like that.
You know what? Give that
another
half a
video right
season.
there.
Yeah, but give that half a season. I'll tell you why. Because right now Westbrook is trying to figure out his way in the offense in LA. He's trying to figure out where he fits in. He's the third fiddle.
Well, exactly. He's not an off the ball player. I mean, I don't know.
He can't shoot.
Yeah,
He can't shoot. That's
yeah.
it. He can't shoot.
With Westbrook, you have to build a team specifically for him with shooters, like 4 catch and shoot, knockdown shooters, and that's a whole other video, though, Barrett. Yeah, we can get
That's a whole different thing. We just throwing examples right now.
Yeah.
But to stay on topic with this, I think my personal opinion, you can take it for what it's worth. Anybody viewing this can take it for what it's worth. If Ben wants to get traded out of town, he's going to have to build his worth. And by doing so, he's going to have to get on the floor with Joel Embiid and the rest of the team and play hard, play within the system. Show that you're doing something better. Show you work on your jump shot. You do that, and maybe by the trading deadline, everything works out well, there might be some things on the table. Or who knows? You might be happy right now, you know what I'm saying, and decide to stay. So it could go one of the two things, but you are not going to get traded like this.
Well, let's hear what Joel Embiid has to say.
That's not my job. That's those guys' job. I'm only focused on trying to make the team better, win some games, play hard every night, try to lead, the guys that we have here, and I'm sure they feel the same way because, our chemistry has been excellent, despite, everything that's been happening the last few months. So, yeah, like
I don't know about that.
I don't really care. I think so.
Yeah, so I mean, and I was listening to NBA radio this morning, and they want Ben Simmons to actually be more. They're looking at him as the next LeBron, and people have to understand. Not everybody has the wiring to be like LeBron. That's why LeBron is LeBron, and that's why Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan. Not everybody has that kind of wiring. Even when I played basketball, I didn't want to be the man. I was happy scoring 6 points or 8 points a game and being a role player. Now, if you needed me to go out there and score 25, I can do that. But guys would get frustrated with me. I don't want to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? That's not me. And that's okay. You're just gonna have to, what do you think about that, though, Barrett? I mean, because there's a lot of people out there saying, like, hey, we want Ben Simmons to be better, and I think he's happy the way he is. It's not everybody has the wiring to actually be like a LeBron or Michael Jordan, though.
I don't think, but I think that's wrong. I think that's completely off base, and I think that's wrong. You should not be comparing anybody to anyone. Everyone has a different style of playing. We know that. Can't compare him to LeBron. LeBron plays a different way.
I'm listening to Frank. I was listening to Frank Isola this morning and Brian Scalabrine. And Scalabrine was like, man, he should try to go out there and be first team NBA all, every single year. And I mean, not everybody wants to do that. And they were getting on Andrew Wiggins and all the talent that he has, and why he doesn't have that alpha mentality in a sense, though, to want to be great. Not everybody wants to do that, though. This is why Michael Jordan is so special, because the man, played like he was broke, and it was bigger than the money. You know what I'm saying? It was about the passion, and not everybody's wired like that.
Well, I don't know about the wiring concept because I don't want to focus on his mentality. We only can go by what his actions specified, and right now he does not feel comfortable in Philly. As far as him trying to be better, we already know what he has to be better at, and that's shooting the basketball.
But
That's his free throw
there's a lot
shooting,
of people
and
out
that's
there
just
that wants him to be LeBron, the next LeBron
come
James.
on, but stop that. He cannot be LeBron James. Stop that. You've been sitting there trying to compare him to Michael.
Yeah, he has.
You know
No,
what I'm
not
saying?
me. No, no, no. I'm not. I'm just no. I'm using
No,
Michael.
I know that, and
Yeah.
I'm shooting that down. I need to stop that foolishness. I mean, come on. Every player has something slightly different that makes them better at what they are. Ben Simmons is a driver. He's a hell of a finisher.
No, no,
Hell of a
no. What
finisher.
I'm saying is that they want him to be the next LeBron. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I know. I get that,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
he's
yeah.
not going to
And
be that guy.
not
He's not.
everybody's built for that.
Yeah, he's not going to be that guy, regardless if it's wide or not. He's not going to be that guy.
And that may
And
that kind of
he,
that might be the frustration in a sense, though. That might be truly the
why?
frustration with the ownership and the GM and Doc Rivers is that they want him to be the next LeBron in a sense,
They
though.
cannot worry about him being the next anybody. They got to worry about how he fits in the system in Philly. How
Yeah.
can we make him better to make this team
That's what
better?
that's what I'm saying. They want him. They want him to be better. And that's the thing.
And
I
that's
think
and
he's
that and
happy.
it, exactly.
I think he's happy with 12 points a game and 8 or 9 assists. Like I think like Jason Kidd. He's more.
No,
I think
no,
to me like I
no,
have
no.
a
Ben
Jason
Ben can
Kidd
score more than
mentality.
that. Ben can score more than that if he got his game together. Ben can score more than that.
Yeah, he
The
could,
bottom
but that's
line
not
is,
what he really wants to do. That's not what makes him happy in a sense, though. You know what I'm saying?
but
And
we
that,
don't know what makes him happy. Right now, he's unhappy. He's unhappy due to the fact that he's not involved. He's unhappy because of the fact that he was thrown underneath the bus at the end of last season. There's a lot of things that's making this man unhappy, and to a point where he don't want to be running no more. He loves the game of basketball, but he want to play somewhere else. And I just think he needs to sit down, settle in, and figure out how can he get himself in the system
yeah,
here in Philly.
he has to understand. Listen, man. The first 7 years, you're going to be with a team, probably that you don't like, and after the 7 years, when you're a restricted free agent, you're free to leave. You're free to go to somewhere else. But in your mind, you need to understand you're going to have to be with this team, and it's going to be like this for like 7 years in a sense, though. Especially when you have I heard people saying like, oh. Well, he got paid 35 million. I forgot he got paid. He got a nice contract, but that was based on his potential in a sense, though. You know what I'm saying? Not
Mm-hmm.
production, because he still needs work. Free throw shooting, jump shot shooting, pull up jumper. I mean, there's a
That's
lot.
where I think a lot of the problem is his dedication to the off-season workout program, which he was not fully participating in. So
Yeah,
that shows a lot about the fact that I do not want to be there. Okay, and I tell you, based on the way things unfolded at the end of last season versus the way things are going right now, all of it's combined. And at the end of the day, someone, coach, the ownership, or the GM, and even Joel Embiid, if it's possible, have to have a little sit down and let's get this back on track. What do we got to do for you, Ben? Why is things the way it is? Well, I'll tell you why it is. Have a sit down, get everything out on the table, air everything out, and move from there. And get back on the floor and do what you got to do because Philly's a pretty good team. And there'll be a better team with Ben playing, Ben, better than what he's doing. That's my opinion. But if they trade him, you're not getting no value back in return, period and point blank, except for draft picks.
yep. All
That's
right,
it.
we're gonna wrap this video up. If you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe. Certainly
Smash
share the
that button.
video.
Smash that button.
Smash that
Absolutely.
like button, man. Get a jackhammer, get a hammer, whatever you can. Smash it hard and spread it, man. And like spread it like
Yeah. Spread it. Yeah, spread it. Spread the wealth.
spread
There
it
you
like a
go.
wildfire. All right,
There we go.
peace
Peace,
out.
guys.